Hey guys, Kid Reseller here, back at you with another storage unit video. This is a 5x10. I think I paid right at $65 for this one. You can see spider webs right here. In theory, that's a good sign because it means it hasn't been messed with in a while. I don't see any spiders right now. There are a decent amount of TVs in here. Chances are they don't work, but that's probably why this one went for $65, because there's really not too much else to it. It is a 5x10, like I said. So we're going to get started on this one and see where it goes. I had to drive to another facility to actually get this one, so that was a little annoying. I got here and it said you have to go here, so I had to drive like 15 minutes out of the way to go find, to be able to pay for this unit, to then come back here and actually look at it. So there's an edger right here. Maybe it's an edger. This is some kind of fan. Can't really get any of that out right now. It's all packed in here pretty well, so got to put the phone down and then we will get it started on this unit. So I got some of the stuff loaded, another bag there, but this is sometimes why I like bags in storage units. I was going through lifting the TV off. The brand on the TV is TCL, so it's not a great brand, and I don't know where the cord is for it, but happened to see Xbox One console in a random bag. That's why I like buying storage units that have bags in them sometimes, because you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's like this, clothing, and the TVs were noticeable, so you could see those in the pictures. That was not noticeable. It would have gone up in way more in value if there was an Xbox One eligible, or if you'd been able to see it. Further back into the unit, like I said, it's basically all bags. There's a big stuffed bear right there that's not really worth anything, but yeah, I think the Xbox One will just pay for the unit by itself probably, if it works, obviously. The last time I got an Xbox, there's another, that's not anything special. Last time I got an Xbox One in the unit, it didn't work, but it still sold for like $100. It was a white one with the black circle on top, but that's still a good sign for a storage unit. This did have something in here. I think it's some kind of wall mount. It looked like it was in there at least. It'll probably sell at my garage sale that's coming up. After y'all see this video, garage sale will probably already be done. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I think I at least made my money back with that Xbox One right there. And the TV, the screen's not cracked or anything, so it's a good sign as well. So that first round from the storage unit, got these Nike shoes were in there. I dropped a glass, so I'm going to have to clean that up, but the other one survived. The Queen. This little toy car, not really worth anything. Dell computer, maybe worth something. There was a Sox hat, maybe a White Sox hat. That tablet. There's another little tablet down here as well, right there. It's got a crack on it though, it might not work. An iPad box, but there is no iPad obviously. So there's also some random stuff in here. Louis Vuitton headband, which I doubt is real. Some sunglasses, and maybe some other stuff as well, but not much out of the storage unit so far. But like I showed y'all earlier, those are my packages for today. The Xbox One might just pay for the unit by itself. So let's go back to the unit and see what else we can find. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try and get the TVs out on this round. There's a bunch of bags of clothes. I might try and get those out next, but the TVs will probably be in the next trip or two. So I'll keep y'all updated, hopefully keep y'all updated as we go. So here are the TVs. This TCL Roku TV, this LED Dolby Digital HDMI, I'm not sure, the brand is Sanyo, and this one's also a TCL, so 3 TVs. And also this small LG TV down here, smaller than those at least. A little speaker of some kind. This looks like a sound bar. Right there is a sound bar. And then the rest, there are some things other than bags in here. So there's like a container there, a container under that bag of clothes right there. There's a tote here. I'm not sure exactly what else is in there, but there's some stuff in here. It's like shoes maybe. So anything's better than, that's a heavy bag. Anything's better than clothing, in my opinion at least. Clothing, I don't like clothing in storage units, but it's what you deal with. I did move some bags and stuff ran out, bugs and stuff ran out, so making sure I shake out the bag a little bit before I put it in the car, hopefully, to avoid some of that stuff being in the car. But just another look at this 5x10, working our way through it. This is basically present day Chris coming back to y'all with this storage unit. I got this one like probably a week ago. Today I'm filming on Wednesday. Y'all are seeing this video on Thursday. So this is a small 5x10. Like I said, I spent $65 on it. I think those TVs, which actually both did work, the two big TVs that are both 50-inch TCL Roku TVs, both worked. I haven't listed on Facebook for $100 each. I've gotten some interest so far, but so far no one's actually shown up. Usually it's all this, is this still available? I say yes, I never respond. Or if they say, is this still available? I'll go look at their profile. If they have no friends and a blank profile picture, I usually just ignore it because it's not a very smart idea for me to be interacting with someone that I can't even know. And more than likely, they're not even actually a real person. They're just typing, is this available? So far, neither one of those TVs has sold, but I do have both of them listed. The little TV I was talking about was an LG monitor. That thing actually might be worth more than the TVs, but I do not have a power cord to test it with. The TVs, I was able to find the power cords so I could test them. I found a cord that went with them so I could test them. But unfortunately, the monitor, I could not find a cord that went to that one. So I'll have to either order it or see if I can find it some other way, shape, or form. I decided to do an experiment with this storage unit where I decided to basically pick the clothes I thought might be decent and wash them and then send them to Plato's Closet. So in the last 2 days, I went to Plato's Closet twice. You can only do one tote at a time at Plato's Closet. First time they took 4 items and I got $11. Second time, I think they also took $4 or 4 items. I got $15. So Polo was a lot of the stuff that sold. Polo Ralph Lauren sold today as I took it today. Those 4 items that sold $15. Most of them were Polo Ralph Lauren. One of the shirts had like pit stains on it, and they still took it. So I don't know if they didn't investigate it, didn't look at it, but whenever I looked at the 4 items to see which ones actually sold, and those were the 4 items. Mostly they were all Polo. One wasn't, but I don't remember what it was. And then the other day, it was basically athletic leggings. I think the brand was actually Athletic. They were basically yoga pants / leggings. And they didn't take any denim at all. I brought a bunch of jeans, Banana Republic jeans and other jeans. They didn't want any of that. So far I've made $26 on this storage unit based off of those clothing sales. I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I found that was interesting, other than the TVs. Y'all saw these shoes in the clip. These shoes right here, they do have a little bit of staining on the actual tongue of the shoe. I need to try and get that off before I sell them, but these are size 8.5. They look really good condition other than the staining on that, and the bottoms look really good. My dad wears size 8.5, but I don't think this is really his style. Nikes aren't really his style. Also have these Air Force Ones. They still have the cardboard in there. They don't look like they've been used very much either. And then I also have Air Force Ones as well. These are white with like sky blue, and they don't have anything in there. So they probably are, all the shoes are used, obviously, but I don't know if I'm gonna try and list those. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Might sell them at the garage sale. Randomly in that storage unit, there was also 2 NES games in a random bag with one of the, it's a retrofitter game console thing. It's not an NES, but it's one that in theory plays NES games. I might that's not really worth very much. It's like Yobo or Yubu or something. It's some random off-brand third-party thing. But these 2 look real to me. And if they actually work, this one's worth probably $20. This one's not really worth much, but this one's worth around $20. This Donkey Kong Country 2 for Game Boy Advance. It's also a random game. It does have a big sticker on the back that they bought it, I guess, bought it used, obviously, somewhere. They bought it used, obviously, because of that on the back, but that's probably worth around $20 as well. Also got some watches. I'm not sure what brand they are, but they're smart watches. At least this one is. It looks interesting. This one is Nixon branded watch. Nixon Minimal, the time teller. Google Lens returned a decent value for this, but that's if this thing is actually real, which I have no idea of knowing if it's real or not. But yeah, it looks nice. And then this one's also another smartwatch. Again, I don't know the brand on it. It says iTech. So it's not like it's an Apple Watch or anything, but it says iTech on it. Don't know how to charge it or how to test it, but yeah, those watches as well. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this storage. Oh, one clothing piece that was interesting, a Michael Kors jacket. This looks like a really nice like puffer jacket from Michael Kors. I need to wash it, and then I might get to listing. I did list several of the clothings that came out of this unit. None of them have sold yet, obviously, but because I just listed them. And then this Ken Griffey Jr. jersey. It does have some staining. Hopefully some of that will come out. It's not in the greatest of conditions, but yeah, size 48. So that's it for this storage unit. Don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite item that I found. Mine will be those 2 TVs because they're going to be the biggest money makers. And subscribe. Thanks for watching.